If you've been watching the Toronto housing market and it feels like the goalpost just keeps moving on you, trust me, you're not imagining it. You save a bit, you feel good, but briefly. And then another headline appears about bidding wars coming back or a new record price. Suddenly, that first home dream feels like it's just drifting a little further away. But here's what most first-time home buyers never get told. There are real pockets of opportunity in 2026. Some are outside the city, but others sit right inside Toronto, in neighborhoods people overlook simply because they're not trending on TikTok. I'm Max with eXp Realty, and I work with everyday first-time home buyers. I see the tired looks. I hear the questions like, should we give up? Should we just give up now? But I also see the wins. Buyers who thought they were stuck until they realized they just needed a better roadmap. And that's what we're building today. A clear look at 7 communities you absolutely need to have on your radar for 2026. Places that stretch your budget, upgrade your lifestyle, and give you real room to grow your investment. Now, quick reminder, most people watching aren't subscribed yet. If you want grounded, straightforward GTA advice, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. All right, let's get into it. Let's address the obvious. Toronto prices are still hovering around the $1 million mark. And even though analysts say 2026 might soften things a bit, softening does not turn downtown Toronto into a bargaining bin. But here's the thing, walking away from the markets also means walking away from equity, from options, and from long-term stability. The answer isn't giving up. The answer is expanding the map. So let's expand it together, starting with number 7. Coming in at number 7 is Clarington, the East End affordability champion. Whether you're looking in Bowmanville, Curtis, or Newcastle, this is where first-time buyers finally get some breathing room. Prices usually land in that $850,000 to $900,000 range, and if you're open to townhomes or condos, you can even find options under $800,000. And that difference, that can be the line between squeezing into a condo that already feels too tight and stepping into a space where you can actually host a weekend barbecue. But affordability isn't everything. Clarington is investing heavily in itself right now. The South Bowmanville Rec Center is launching phase 1 in 2026, a multi-sport dome, basketball courts, and an indoor skating trail. Add lakeside trails, growing town centers, and the GO expansion pushing farther east, and suddenly commuting becomes completely realistic for hybrid workers. Clarington gives your lifestyle and your investment actual room to breathe. Number 6 is Weston, a Toronto neighborhood most people barely even think about. Quiet, northwest, and incredibly overlooked, but its biggest strength is something you can't fake: elite transit access. The Weston GO and Up Express gets you to Union Station in 16 minutes. 16 minutes! That's faster than many so-called central areas. Because Weston is still transitioning. You'll see freeholds in that $800,000 to $900,000 range, with condos even lower. But the bigger story is that redevelopment wave. New rentals, new condos, and infrastructure upgrades showing serious long-term confidence. If you want Toronto living without Toronto price tags, Weston is a smart early move. Number 5 takes us east to Ajax, one of the communities that really balance affordability, nature, and convenience. Homes here move quickly, always a healthy sign, and typically land in the low 900,000s. But compared to Toronto, the space you get is a complete upgrade. We're talking detached homes with room for a growing family. The GO train gets you downtown in about 50 minutes, and on weekends, you're minutes away from the gorgeous waterfront trails and lake views that deserve a lot more attention. Strong schools, new community centers, and a young, energetic vibe really keep Ajax feeling lively. So if you want suburban comfort without cutting your ties to the city entirely, Ajax gives you both. In at number 4, Birch Cliff. This is the quiet, underrated alternatives to the beaches. If you've ever browsed listings in the beaches, fallen in love, and then nearly fainted at the prices, Birch Cliff is a beautiful option. Perched above the Scarborough Bluffs, it's filled with tree-lined streets, older bungalows, and even boutique condos that give you lakeside charm without the "I need 3 jobs" price tag. Detached homes can still cross the $1 million line, but compared to its neighbors, Birch Cliff is still a deal. And with new developments along Kingston Road, more amenities keep rolling in. So if you want East End living near the water, that's actually feasible in 2026. At number 3 is Mimico, a neighborhood in the middle of a major revival. What used to be known for older homes and industrial pockets is now buzzing with new waterfront condos, refreshed townhomes, and a push to reclaim its lakeshore identity. The median price sits around $700,000 thanks to the condo supply, so that waterfront dream feels a lot more reachable for first-time home buyers. But any Toronto neighborhood with lake access and a GO station is gonna do that. Speaking of the GO, your commute to downtown is quick and consistent. The Humber Bay Shores offers some of the best skyline views in the city. If you want a modern, active lakeside lifestyle with long-term upside, Mimico is rising fast. Now, before we get into the top 2 picks, let me pause for a second, especially if you're watching and feeling interested, but also hesitant. A lot of first-time buyers tell me, I don't know you yet. I'm not sure about the time. I don't even know if I can afford anything. And those are real, valid feelings. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. So if you're even thinking about moving to one of these areas, book a free 15-minute discovery call using the link down below. No pressure, no commitment. Just a conversation. You talk, I listen. And together we figure out whether you actually have options right now. And hey, if waiting is smarter, I'll tell you that too. All right, let's get back to the top 2. Our number 2 pick is East York, a neighborhood Torontonians have loved for generations. If you want to stay close to the core without committing to a full 905 commute, this might be your sweet spot. East York is filled with 1940s and 50s bungalows, bigger lots, quiet streets, and easy access to the DVP and TTC. Yes, the average detached home lands around 1.4 million, but stay with me here. Many homes here have separate entrances, basement apartments, and real potential for house hacking. That rental income can make mortgage affordability a whole lot easier. Families love the parks, the schools, the friendly and stable vibe. Now, if you're thinking long-term, East York is a strong move heading into 2026. And finally, number 1, Leslieville. Now again, you might think hidden, really? And fair enough, but Leslieville earns its spot because even though it's popular, it still has pockets of value, especially in the condos and semis. And what you're buying here isn't just property, it's a lifestyle. Walkable streets, cafes, bakeries, boutique shops, farmers markets, parks, all within reach. The streetcar gets you downtown faster than you think. But honestly, most weekends you won't even want to leave the neighborhood. It's not the cheapest area, but it's consistently in demand and historically resilient. So if you want that vibrant, creative East End lifestyle, 2026 might be your moment here. So there you have it, 7 communities, each offering something different. Whether it's Clarington's affordability, Weston's transit strength, or the energy in Leslieville, the real takeaway is simple. You have options. You don't need to let the headlines decide your future. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these communities surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And before you head off to the next video, I want you to check out this one because it's breaking down the massive proposed GST and HST rebates that might be coming soon for first-time homebuyers. It'll give you clarity on the savings available. I'll see you there.